Part 1 of Gunslingers and Grenadiers, a Pathfinder story. Be me. Pathfinder game with a group of 10. DM making things large-scale because there's fucking 10 players. Wants to build a campaign around the party so it makes sense. Group throwing ideas and voting on it. Decides we want to have a campaign that is starting to see firearms. Need it to be metal as fuck. The gods hear my cries and grant me an idea. Party is more than okay with this plan. Introduce it to the DM. Gives us the green light. Party prepares to change the way the world goes to war. All half-giants ported from 3.5. Keep the heavy lifting and stomp. Make their cultural theme Maori because fuck yeah. All gunslingers / alchemists. Dump all of our skills into engineering and crafting. Assign roles to the team. 3 commanders, 3 gunners, 4 bombers. Commanders dump into siege commander / engineer / master engineer feat chains. Gunners focus on siege gunner and firearms. Bombers put it all into alchemy and crafting. We are the gargantuan guns Grenadiers. We bring the thunder. A half-giant clan with a love of guns that developed after working alongside a dwarven engineering guild. We travel around the world as mercenaries to pay off our rather massive debt to the guild. Commanders and gunners have double hackwords. Bombers have culverins. The crown jewels of the company are the 3 siege guns. Betsy, the 30-pounder huge cannon. Belle, the 30-pounder huge bombard. And Bertha, the 50-pounder gargantuan bombard. Betsy and Belle take 3 of us to work each. Bertha takes 4. Iaka, the siege commander of Bertha, gets an offer from a local lord who is having neighbor problems. The first mission is to prove our worth by clearing out a military camp. Let's do it. Wagon train our way down the roads. No oxes, because we just pull the fucking things ourselves. 3 for the guns and 2 just for ammo. We see a patrol coming down the road towards us. We're ready. We turn the wagons about and load the guns as they approach. By the time they get close to us, we're standing in a line in front of the girls. Nearly 50 men in front of us, but demand to know what we're doing here. Thanks to our stunningly low charisma rolls, we tell them pretty bluntly that we're about to demolish a campsite. They form up in a shield wall in front of us. We had prepared. We lead the crew into a haka. In front of them, the incoming wimps. The soldiers aren't too thrilled about charging into a line of half-naked half-giants who are currently losing all their shit. Commanders pass a will save and lead them in. We wait until they're almost into melee range. We finish off the haka by all 10 of us using our daily stomp ability at the same time and screaming at the top of our lungs. The stomp knocks everybody in the front row prone. The crew dashes behind the cannons. Let her rip. 3 loads of blast shot at virtually point blank, following up with a volley of gunfire from our handguns, as it were. We hurl bombs into what's left of them and charge in with our Warhammer muskets. Not much left by the time we reach them, and nothing when we're done. We load up the equipment and shredded shrap metal, bury the bodies in the bomb craters, and take a group nap on the side of the road. We need to be ready for the plan. Set up camp as the sun is going down about half a mile from the encampment. Load up the guns again. Give them a nice opening salvo for a bit, then proceed to phase 2. Bombard the fort until night. Until we run out of ammo. We blow through 200 30-pound shots and 50 50-pounder shots. 8,500 pounds of powder and iron and stone. Approximately 10,000 gold worth of ammo. About every 2 minutes throughout the entire night, something got smashed or blown to bits. Pack up when the sun rises and roll into what's left of the fort. Not a whole lot. Seems everyone got either killed or left. On the bright side, everyone who ran was in too much of a hurry to take things with them. We are smart and know that weapons and armor are worth a lot more pound for pound than cannonballs. We have a chart made of the worth of items on a gold to weight ratio. The DM is horrified as we start looking for dead archers and those deliciously light bows of theirs. Longbows are worth 20 gold a pound, short bows 15. We leave the arrows behind, not worth enough for the weight. Methodically pick through the ruins of the fortress in search for the most weight-efficient weapons. Avoid polearms and maces like the plague. Leave our fine iron cannonball sitting in the mud. Great weapons and chainmail left to rust. Shields make us cringe. Begrudgingly go back for the swords once we find some of the horses that escaped to help us carry more. Finally leave with 80,000 gold in magic items, gold bows and various plates types, clothes, farm animals and swords. 70,000 in profit, and we haven't even gotten paid yet. The DM is disgusted. We get back to the Lord. He loves our work. Brings out the money chest, gives us 10k for demolishing an entire army and a fortress. Motherfucking what? Barely covered the cost of our ammo. DM points out that mercenaries got most of their cash from looting historically. Can't argue there. Send 50k back to the dwarves to pay off half our debt. Pimp ourselves out with upgraded weapons and clothes. Next job is to provide artillery support for the Lord's army, besieging a castle, and he wants the best. Asks what he wants for payment. Demand 10 carts and first dibs on the loot. Deal. We know his neighboring kingdom must be loaded based on last fight. Never asked why. Found out why. We found out when we got there. Massive walls, towers with catapults, wizards out of the ass, no good way in. Guess who is in charge of making a way in? Fire at the walls. Nope. Fire at the walls. Nope. Fire under the walls. Nope. Some sort of magical barrier. Only lets through people as we could see from the flying wizards all over the place. Bell's commander, Tanaroka, looks at me, smiling. He has a plan. In the middle of the night again, we spend all day firing Bertha at a magical wall, using extra thick 300-pound metal shells. Wizards occasionally throw insults at the savages for wasting their time. We don't care. We weren't trying to get through. Oh no. We were getting them used to being fired at. More importantly, we were tracking the shots until we found the one we wanted. Finally, we get everything prepared. Bombers make sure we got all drugged up and sufficiently protected. Get all of our weapons and ammo bagged up for safety. Get our order sorted. Bombers first, then gunners, then commanders. Our craziest bomber, Ty, is the first over the top. 1. Let's see here. One by one, we fly over the walls and directly into the river running through the middle of the city. We pull ourselves out of the water and nod at each other. Operation Giant Mess begins. Start rigging bombs all over the city. Make sure to put extra ones at the Mage's building, cause fuck those guys. Book it to the gatehouse. Knock the guards out and get a hold of the controls. Fancy winch system to slowly lower the gates so it doesn't break. Can't blow it up or nobody can get in. We wait until the bomb starts going off before we activate it. We run outside in front of the gatehouse. Form double ranks. Need to keep the guard up. Need to keep the guards back until... we need to keep the guards back until the Lord gets off his arse to get the army over here. A flood of town watch coming down the streets. We perform another haka with the stomp. Fire like crazy into the rushing hordes of men. Grenades and bullets and smoke everywhere. Can't see a thing. Just keep shooting. Enemy can't see us either way, so win-win. Finally, our idiots show up with something for once. Countercharge and storm the keep. Force a surrender. Drop everything and start looting the city. Make sure to steal all the magic items and books we can from the wizards, cause fuck them and their magic. Ride off on our carts before the sun even comes up. We show up a week later at the Dwarven Hold, looking damn fine. We pay off the rest of our debt in gold. Dwarves throw a party for their friends and the fact that they just made a literal ton of gold. Before they break out the drinks, 10 more carts roll in. Each is loaded with extra 1 ton of gold. 10 ton is 1,000,000 gold coins. Dwarves are practically drooling. Our engineer buddy asks what it's all for. Bertha wants a big sister. And that's how we got Buttercup, the 1-ton shell-firing great bombard. Thanks for listening to this part of Gunslingers and Grenadiers, a Pathfinder story. I will link the original green text in the description of this video. If you like this sort of content and want to see more, consider subscribing and clicking the bell icon down below. I also host a weekly Pathfinder series, Dawn of Phelan, every Saturday at 1800 hours, Swedish time. I hope to see you on the stream then. Goodbye now, and thanks for watching.